Hey guys, thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to share about just how awesome our Super Saturday was in Utah on Saturday. First of all, I have to give a huge shout out to Hannah Ashmore and to Kim Roylance. They put it all together and we all worked together as a team to put it together. And I love that about LuLaRoe. Together, everyone achieves more. So definitely utilize the people in your area, and they don't even have to be part of your team. You can just think of everybody in the LuLaRoe world as your team. We are a sisterhood and brotherhood of retailers that just want to make people better. So I definitely want to say thank you to them, and thank you to Jarrett, Will, and Jordan for coming to our Super Saturday. They didn't have to be there. They had a day off of work, and instead of taking the day off, they came and supported us in the Super Saturday. So they are really awesome. And I challenge you, if you're hosting a Super Saturday, definitely let home office know, because there's a chance they might show up. And if they do, it just gives that icing on a cake for an already amazing event I'm sure you have planned. And then another challenge, of course, if you do not have one planned in your area, in the next 3 months, get together with the local retailers in your area and plan one. Don't feel like you have to have a team. Don't feel like you have to be a sponsor, a mentor, or a coach in this business. You can do a Super Saturday training as a retailer. Just invite the people in your area and be together as like-minded people. That's the best thing about them. The day started off and it was just amazing. I haven't had the opportunity to really listen or hear Jarrett teach before. So that's one thing that was really neat. And sometimes I think we get caught up in thinking that we've heard it all, we've seen it all, and we don't really need to make some of these trainings a priority. But in hindsight, when you go, you learn so much and you get to see and hear something from somebody else's perspective, plus all the other people that are there all have different insight. And it's really great to hear and learn from them. But the one thing I learned, and that we're all quoting right now, is every minute you waste at work is a minute wasted rather than being with your family. And at first your thought is like, well, some people have to work, some people have to do these things. And that's not what he's talking about. In our business, when you're working LuLaRoe, be working LuLaRoe. Be focused on what's at hand. Get the tasks done that need to be done, and you will get done faster. So that way, when you have time to spend with your family and make that time to spend with your family, you can turn everything off and you can really focus on your family. And I thought that was a really neat thing. They didn't come in and tell us how to sell more clothes and how to make more money. It was about how to really connect yourself with your business and with your family and making it all work in unison. And I really appreciated his insight in that. And I hadn't heard it before. So that part really lifted me and lifted all of us in the room, and to really take the time while you're working your LuLaRoe business to get that done. I challenged my team on my webinar yesterday to turn off all the notifications on your Facebook, on your text messages, on your Facebook messages, everything like that. So that way, when you have the time to sit down, you can sit down and focus. Okay, I'm going to spend this much time on my Facebook. I'm going to spend this much time on my Messenger. And you really get those jobs done before moving on. So you're not wasting time when you get on Facebook. You're not just scrolling through and spending time not making money. You utilize that time to make your business and move your business. And I appreciated that. I love that Jordan shared about the analogy of a wave and how you go out into a wave and sometimes it just pushes you down and you can't control the wave. And it's just a force of nature. And accept the things you cannot control is how I would put it. And that wave is just taking you over. Are you going to let the wave keep continually take you over? Are you going to dive underneath the wave and let it roll over you? Or are you going to surf the wave? And I'm not much of a surfer, but I like to think of myself surfing the wave because I'm pretty active. I'm an orange. So thinking like that, definitely put it into perspective for me to think about those challenges that we're faced with. We cannot control the force of them. We cannot control those things. So why don't you ride them and make the best of every situation? And that's what this business is about, is really making the best of your life and utilizing these Super Saturdays to fill up your gas tank. And your gas tank is your LuLaRoe car, or your gas fills up your tank. The gas is the Super Saturday, and your car is the tank that you fill up with the Super Saturdays, and that car is LuLaRoe that gets you to the places that you want to be. And in his picture, it's really neat. I hope he shares it. You have the gas tank, the Super Saturday is the car that's your LuLaRoe business, and then it's a windy up and down crazy hilly road, but at the top of the road, very far away, and it's not easy to get there, is your dreams. And that was really awesome for Jordan to share, and just to really emphasize the fact that we work for a family. They wake up and they pray for us every morning, and they do amazing things. The jet was just flying back and forth between Miami and Puerto Rico, serving those people in Puerto Rico, and those are the things that this business does and allows for the service that we can all provide. Your money is only as good as the good that you do with your money. And I learned that from Deanne and from all the people and the examples in this LuLaRoe business. And I really appreciated them coming out and sharing that with us and being with other like-minded people and just sharing, especially the styling. So there's a lot of times when I'm putting outfits together, I'm like, I just need something new. I just need a new edge. And we took the opportunity, we put numbers on every table, and you drew a number. And if you drew the number 1, then you would come up to the stage and you would dress a mannequin. And we had challenges and battles, and we learned about how to tie really pretty flowers and to wear things backwards and to wear a Shirley under a Joy and style things differently. We even had the men come up and do a style battle, which was really, really fun to watch these guys learn and really try and be there and be supportive. And if you can bring your husbands to these events, really do. It helps you grow together as a couple, and it helps your husband understand just the intricate details that they might know about your business and making outfits that it can be kind of hard. And so we had a lot of fun doing that. And home office brought some swag, so we got to give out some gifts. And it really was a lot of fun to meet the people around me that are in my backyard that I didn't even know were retailers. And out of a group of 100 to 150 women, I probably knew 10 of them. And I've been in this business for almost 5 years in November. My 5-year anniversary is in November. And I have been in Utah the whole time, and there are so many new people and faces that I get to learn from when I go to these Super Saturdays. So definitely look on Eventbrite. Most people create an Eventbrite for their Super Saturdays, and do look for your local events to attend those Super Saturdays. If you can't find one in the next 3 months, set one up. Definitely take the time to set up a local event, share it with home office. There's a chance they could show up, but just get together with like-minded individuals, because together everyone achieves more, but you have to get together in order to achieve those things. So I really want to challenge you to achieve those things and to make the best of your business. I definitely think of a Super Saturday. If I'm not in charge of it, I'm always like, oh, do I really have to go? I feel like I've been to every training, I've done everything, like what else can I learn? And every time I push myself to go, I learn and I grow. And so keep going. You don't want to be stagnant. When you start thinking the way I think, it just means you're becoming stagnant. And I don't want to be that stinky water. I don't want to be stuck in that rut. So I'm going to open up the doors and go to every event. And I'm challenging people on my team and myself especially to attend as many events as possible through LuLaRoe and organizations that put them on, and to support those in your area that are doing them, because they're not the easiest things to put on, finding a location and doing all those things. So support them, show up to those events. They're incredible. And as I said, again, if there's not one local to you, find that in yourself, build it, and they will come. Start a Super Saturday, start something in your area. And again, thank you to Jordan, Jarrett, and Will for coming and supporting our Super Saturday, and for being there and teaching us and lifting us, and just Jordan sharing about the love his family has. It's just awesome. And I just highly encourage every training you can be to be there and to grow and fill up your tank. Thanks, guys. Back to you.